Yo, what's up, my dogs? I hope you guys are doing good. It feels nice to use this monitor. I was out on a shooting location yesterday to prep for a short film. This is actually the first time I prep for a short film. We went like kind of not location scouting because the director already knew. So on this short film, I'm just the camera operator. The director already knew where we're going to shoot. So it was my first time getting on the scene, and we prepped kind of like one scene. So the title of the short film is called The Magic Forest, and it's about like creature in the forest, someone getting abducted, whatever. I wasn't really like too involved into the story. My main stuff was I wanted to make sure I know what I have to capture, kind of. So prepping that kind of gave me a different vibe, like of shooting a short film, because it made me realize that, for instance, 24 millimeters sometimes is too wide, and that's the reason why I'm shooting with this lens today. I'm shooting with the 50 millimeters. I usually don't do that. I really like wide angle lenses, but sometimes for storytelling, I feel like wide angle is too wide sometimes. I feel like the widest you should go whenever you're telling story now should be 35 millimeters, because I feel like with that you can get a good background separation without being too wide. And I think like our sight, human eyes have the same sight or the same field of view of 35 millimeters. I think I might be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. So I think I might have to buy a 35 millimeter lens, not specifically for that short film, just because it's not like, because 50 millimeters for indoor shot might be too tight sometimes, but I know with 35 millimeters you can still get some nice background separation without being like too wide. So prepping for that short film made me realize that preparation is key, because it made me discover some shots I could use. It made me kind of like pre-grade this short film beforehand, kind of course. So what I do with the Blackmagic is I have a monitoring LUT, and how I made that monitoring LUT is like just by shooting in some shooting scenario and then kind of like adjusting in post, and then I created a LUT that I loaded inside the camera, and I use that LUT anytime I'm shooting. So sometimes if I feel busy or lazy and I don't feel like grading, I can literally just like slap that same LUT on, and it usually works, because whenever I'm shooting or whatever I shoot in production is whatever I will be getting in post, just because the LUT was prepped for it and I cannot shoot in the same night shooting condition. So for that short film though, there's one thing that I kind of realized I have. So we'll be shooting the forest scene in the daytime, but they want a grade to be like nighttime. But nighttime is not hard to do. Why? Because most of the time nighttime is like blue light. I mean, I'm saying blue light, but like the grade has to be blue overly and kind of like has a low exposure. And I was shooting as if I was shooting the scene for a daytime, and at some point the cloud went over the sun, and that created a shade and kind of turned the scene into nighttime. So I was like, okay, that might be good. Why? Because while I'm shooting with the Blackmagic and I'm shooting in RAW, I can actually like switch the white balance to some blue stuff and get the result for the nighttime. And I just need to like lower the exposure in post, and I should be able to like mimic a night scene. But yeah, you guys should definitely like, for any of your short film, I feel like you should prep, especially the camera production side. Even if you don't have all the actors, maybe one or two, just to prep the scenario, and that will give the director, also the director, that will give the director, that will make sure the director kind of has his vision out, because at some point he was like, oh yeah, this is exactly how I visualized it. So I was like, oh, that's good. So that means on the shooting day, we know what we have to do. And for instance, for me, I know for sure I'm going with the 50 millimeters. I will still have the 24 millimeters in case I need like wide shot. But if I want that cinematic feel, I feel like 50 is the way to go. 50 35 millimeters, but at this point I don't have any 35 millimeters, and I'm not really planning to buy one unless one come up for sale like super cheap, and then I can pick it up real quick. But yeah, this is all I have for you guys. Don't think too wide for your short film or for your cinematic stuff. Don't go too wide. Sometimes it's not necessarily always good. Why? Because you will not necessarily get that background separation. I feel like you start getting that background separation from 35 millimeters. You can still get it in 24, but just that 24 is too wide. You have to be like super close to the lens. I mean, super close to the camera. But with 35, you let the actor breathe. You know what I mean? And you also have room whenever you're shooting like indoor. So yeah, I hope you guys like this. It feels nice to see myself in this though. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's so nice. Like, look. It just looks good. I'm like, holy. And the background separation and everything. Well, like, share, subscribe, put some comment, and see you guys on the next video. Peace out.